Well, just come in this morning and I brought in some new poison dart frogs for our Amazon exhibit, and these are really unusual. They're not like anything we've got in there before. These are actually from Ecuador, and they're a tiny little poison dart frog. They're not as bright as some of the other species we've got in there, but it's this species, Epipedobates tricolor. Now we show them on the panel there because there's been a lot of study and a lot of work done with frogs, particularly poison dart frogs, looking at the toxins in the skin and developing them for drugs. And this particular species, Epipedobates tricolor, there was a drug that was developed from this particular secretion of this frog. It's a tiny little frog, you can see how big they are there. I'm just going to take you in the back where it's a little bit quieter. So, as I said before, this is probably a little bit better, but we have them on the gallery there, a lot of information about them. They're a tiny, tiny little frog. These aren't quite fully grown, but hopefully you can see that. And we've got about eight specimens in here that we've been given. Some of them are quite a lot fatter. Underneath they've got this marbling pattern as well. And this is a really interesting little poison dart frog. It comes from northwest Ecuador, sort of bordering on Peru, in the Amazon area, and it's fantastic. It does really well in terrariums and vivariums because it can take a lot of different temperatures and a lot of different humidity levels. In the wild it occurs from about 150 metres up to about 1700 metres, so obviously it's basically coming into contact with a lot of different environments there. Some of them, as I say, are very, very dry, and some of them are very wet. So it's very easy to keep, and I think it'll do really well in our Amazon tank. I'm hoping they can breed. For its size, you wouldn't believe how many eggs they produce. And a frog this size can produce between about 15 and 40 eggs, which is absolutely massive for poison dart frogs. Normally poison dart frogs only lay very few eggs. But when they hatch, all the tadpoles kind of climb onto the back of the frog, and the frogs will carry the tadpoles around normally for about up to four days in the wild before they deposit them in water, and then the tadpoles take about 50 days to develop and hatch. So we're hoping these are going to do well. We're hoping they're going to breed in our Amazon tank, and we're just about to put them in there now.